Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Brad.
what's going
Hey, Brad, you look like you're in a new environment.
on? Yeah, I'm down in Florida visiting my aunt. I've been here for a week as of tomorrow, and as some people already know, I visited Captain Ray earlier this week down in Palm Beach and went out for a little boat ride and trolling, fishing, and droning and getting in the rain. That was pretty fun. Hopefully, he'll be in here later. You can chat it up a little bit. But yeah, it's been a good week. I'm still going to be in Florida for maybe another week. Go visit my tomorrow. I'm gonna go visit my sister and my brother up near Lake Mary in Deltona.
Nice, nice. So, what's on the agenda for today?
Well, let's see. Today, let me get back to that graphic real quick. I did. Oh my gosh, I clicked that graphic. Um, Sorry guys, I
I
had
was
it
No,
up
good at
no.
right
putting
here.
you on the spot.
Here it is. Here it is. All right, so sorry, I had it up on the screen. Topics for tonight, if we can get through them all, the Zino Mini Pro, is it any good? Also, what is happening around our airspace? William Shatner, talk about that a little bit. And then some of the delays after delays after delays of DJI and some Apple products. What is going on with that? And then after that, if we've got time, we'll have some open mic and shameless promotions and maybe some videos. We'll see how it goes.
Great, Fred. How you doing up there? And the colors are changing in the mountains, I imagine,
They're
in that
getting there.
beautiful area you live at.
They're getting there, yeah. I
Yeah,
think we're probably about a week away from peak,
yeah. Well,
maybe
maybe
10
later
days.
on, if you got some photos or a video you want to show us about how the leaves are changing up there. You got a beautiful mountain range that God seems to expand forever.
It does go on for long ways.
It does. It
A
does.
couple 100 miles, anyway.
Yeah. So one of the things that I know that Fred and I were talking about is about this quadcopter that's out right now. That's where one of the topics was what was it? What's going on in our airspace, right? And it looks like Uber jumped in to sponsor this one company to do deliveries, and they do a really good job. So with that said, let me share a screen for you guys and see what you guys think about this quadcopter. I'm going to share. That's what the quadcopter looks like, guys. So it's got a
Wow.
total of what? So I see three in the back, four in front. Total of seven motors. And here's so one, two, three, four in the back, two more in the back. I thought I saw a third one there. Yeah, yeah, seven motors. Check out this video.
So is it a quadcopter and prop? We got three props for forward motion and four for lift.
It's got like a fixed wing profile, like if you look underneath it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's pretty
and
cool
it's
looking. Look.
yeah. So it's definitely got almost like the B-22 looking thing going on, but they're using separate motors to accomplish each one of the tasks. So they're out in the middle of Africa delivering. Can you imagine trying to travel those type of conditions? There it is. I guess that's one of the prototypes that they're showing for wing copters.
Things are
And
pretty big.
yeah, it's pretty hefty, right?
Yeah, it looks like when
Are
they
they
deliver it, it
saying
comes down on like a little rope and stuff, so it sucks the box back up. It's pretty
Wow.
cool.
Look
are
at
they
that
saying what
motor.
the payload capacity is? Weight?
It doesn't
You
look like
know,
it's a lot, but I mean, I think they're hauling like mostly like medicine and stuff like that with it.
Yeah, that's pretty
and
cool though.
it's got a zip line coming down, so they probably just deliver, unhook, and go. But the design is amazing, and um, it's definitely a fixed wing with the quadcopter lift. So it's a VTOL plane, I guess, if you want to call it. Well, I don't know. What would you call it?
Yeah, I guess it would be because it's vertical takeoff, but it flies like a plane. So
Yeah, it does.
because the engines still, tilt. They go from like this to like that. So I think that's what makes a VTOL a VTOL.
So this particular article here is talking about, and you can see the latest version of the quadcopter here, or what is it called again? Oh gosh, I just watched a video.
Wingcopter.
The wingcopter. It's getting a pretty good infusion of money from Uber owners and founders. So they're looking to definitely, not only gain market access, but maybe disrupt some of the economy out there. So it's going to be a good disruptor. I wish I could pull a picture in better. Let me look, see if I can find it again.
Looks like they're flying blood samples in Germany for proof of concept.
Got it. So there's a picture of it right there, Fred.
I like the way it looks.
Yeah, that thing's pretty slick. It's got like 3 motors in the back, 4 up front.
There's a plane out there. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got that exact profile.
Oh wow! Here's the different models, or just different. It looks like they have
those
different
wings
models.
got some weird shapes, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's different. I think they're just showing different graphics that they could put on it, and different. I don't think there's anything different physically about them. It doesn't look like it.
Those tails are different in the back than the one we just
Are
saw.
they?
Yeah. This one looks like for a smaller payload.
That's got like the Skyhunter tail on it.
Yeah, and it's only got 4 motors versus 7.
Oh, okay. Yep. Good call. I didn't see that.
This one says, what's that one say on it? That one say Fleer on it? No, it says I think that's a German word.
Yeah, and it must be different kind of companies that are sponsoring them or using them.
Must be, yeah.
Or purchased them, or they're manufacturing. So their partners are Air Methods, Astral Aerial, Flying Labs. That's what we're just talking about. Anna is in Japan, and then we have in South America we have Synerjet, and it looks like in the U.S. we got Air Methods. So those are the partners. So there's a lot of players involved, hedging their bet that this thing is going to be a good, successful delivery system platform, right? It looks like a carbon fiber. I don't know. It does look like a carbon fiber.
Yeah, it's definitely some sort of like material that's not styrofoam or nothing.
Or, the regular type ABS type plastic, because look how thin these.
I bet it's carbon fiber.
It has got to be carbon fiber. You'll be able to get that strength. Yeah, really nice looking setup.
Hey, so while we're talking about this, I just want to say hello to people in the chat. We appreciate you stopping by. Looks like we've got Akira Show. Always have a struggle with that. Sorry, didn't mean to butcher your name. We've got 80K Drones and RC. It looks like Maddie is in here from Maddie's Drone World. We've got AZ Drone Dude. Thanks for coming by. We also have Rafa Marquise from Brazil. Thanks for joining us this evening. And it's our evening, so I'm not sure what time it is in Brazil right now. It's probably pretty late at night or tomorrow morning.
Wow. So it looks like they're getting their funding together, $22 million already there, and their target right now is to distribution of COVID-19 vaccines in remote areas. So the financing is coming from Silicon-based Explorer Capital is what they're calling. And I don't know any of these funds, so they don't mean anything to me, but maybe to you all. Futuro Regio Growth Fund, which is based in Germany, and there's just a bunch of other. Hessen Capital the third. So it sounds like mostly German funding going through here. Let's see if they can give us a range. Brad, you had asked the question of how much does it weigh, right?
Well, how much does it weigh, and how much payload can it carry?
The payload. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. The payload. Tom
Still curious
Puma.
about it, the weight of it as well.
All right, so we're getting into the wing copter here, guys. Check this out, man. So it can reach a range of 75 miles. That's pretty freaking good, Fred.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Is that gas? Is it gas then?
Oh, it's definitely electric.
It's electric.
Huh. Wow.
So we're talking 120 kilometer range. And it's got the Guinness World Record of speed of 150 miles or 150 miles an hour, 240 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, that's got to be for multi-rotor,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
more than two.
Yeah.
Because I know some of those planes out there go 200-300 kilometers an hour.
I mean, it can handle 44 mile an hour winds, so I'm not sure what class that wind is.
It's got to be like class 8 or 9, man. That's up there. Is what class 5 is? What 28, 29 or something like that? 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's about what our average drones, you know.
Yeah, the DJI heavier drones are handling that. Yeah. I didn't see the payload, guys. Did I? I mean, it's hard for you all to see it, but the numbers I saw were just related to range, speed, and the type of wind it can take. So I'm sure that's probably still proprietary, maybe, or still being developed.
Let's see that. Hey, I just want to call out so folks don't think so, but I know I'm in Florida, but I do not have a suntan like it looks like on the screen. My camera colors have gone. My camera colors have gone nuts for some reason. I'm trying to tone it down, but I can't do it for some reason. So it looks like I've been out on the beach for 2 days.
Look at the wingspan on this, and now we have
that is
reference.
that is pretty good size.
I mean, because now we see a hand on top of that wing, and those three guys standing next to each other. It looks like
it's not small.
No,
it's not.
That looks like the small. That was the smaller one of them too, because that's the 4-motor one.
Yeah, this is the 4-motor one.
I mean, granted, it looks a little bit bigger than it
Look
probably
at that
is.
box that it's in back there is about the size of that desk.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And the wings, so I saw where they were installing everything, in the video. So it looks like it goes down pretty small in that box.
Well, it looks like they got a pretty decent fleet right there, right? See 2, 6, 8, 10, about 8 or 9 of them. Probably. And there's a couple more in the background too. So very nice to see this occurring, right? And kind of to stay in that same theme. Check out this autonomous sailboat.
That's wow, that's amazingly big.
It's autonomous, no pilot required. Let me see if I find it. And here's a picture of it.
Yeah, that is good size. That's definitely not like a toy size.
Yeah, that's
like you can put 10 people on that thing and have fun.
And it actually looks like that boat that went by in Captain Ray's video where you guys were at Peanut Island. Remember that?
That's right. Yeah, I do.
And it looks small compared to this thing. Wow. All right, let's see what it says about it. All right, let's get the numbers in order. The Severe multi-beam sonar can penetrate 7,000 meters. What are we looking at here? Why would we need sonar? I guess it's a platform to send out any kind of research and stuff like that. Wow, so nothing surprising here. Carbon fiber composite and stainless steel hull vessel will navigate by itself following pre-programmed route to collect and transmit oceanographic data back to their headquarters. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be mapping, the oceans or looking for specific things.
I'm sure they'll put LiDAR on it, so they can map like the jungles and look up the trees and shit. That's pretty cool that they're doing that now too. I mean, they basically can see right down into the ocean, you know, like what's on the floor. Have you ever seen that show there where they drain the oceans? They show you what's
Yeah,
on the
we
bottom.
watch
Yeah.
that all. We watch that all the time. I have it set up on DVR.
Yeah, that's all from
Yeah,
LiDAR. They're using LiDAR in boats and stuff to see what's really
yeah,
down there, which is pretty cool.
like that
That's
show.
fantastic, man. That's really, really cool. All right, so what other things are happening in our airspace, Fred? You probably keep up with some of the shenanigans in our airspace.
Well, just other than rocket launch there the other day.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Who was on that rocket?
It was what, 2 paid customers and 2 promos, wasn't there? Didn't William Shatner was a promo? He didn't have to pay for his ticket.
Yeah, I wondered about that. I wondered because you know, it was talked about he was going to pay $20 million for that, but
Yeah,
I guess maybe. But he gave them a lot of
publicity.
I guess
Bezos
publicity.
gave him. Well, they're like good friends in real life too. But he looked
okay. That makes
he looked
sense.
like he was scared shitless there when he went
He
into
did.
zero gravity. He was like hanging on, like he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
Did he soil his
watched-
pants?
Yeah,
I sat here for 2 hours watching that stream off of Geeks Vana's page, and then
Oh, okay.
I haven't gone back. I haven't gone back to see all the video of them when they were floating at that point. I did see a couple of clips on the news about. You know, I could tell Shatner was kind of nervous, and I think he
looked
was
like
nervous the whole time.
He did look like he was pretty nervous.
He, but more, you know, great, all the power to him. I mean, for being 90 years old and being able to do that, he's doing well at 90 years old, in my opinion.
If anybody that watched it too, the announcer the whole time was making a mistake. Was calling the other person the oldest person. The one lady there, she was saying was 90 and not him. So I'm like, I thought William
Right.
Shatner was 90. So I was like thinking maybe she's a few months older or something. I don't know. But it turned out that she was just mistaken.
Hey, you
Al, I don't know
They
if
had
you
some
realize
nice
that
drone
you got-
footage there at the end, circling around the capsule.
Oh,
But the pilots were terrible. Did you guys see that?
No.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Terrible. I don't know. It was all just terrible piloting, I thought. And it was definitely DJI. Looked like the Maverick 2 series or whatever.
It did look
Control.
like that.
So it's a horrible
Or
pilot.
maybe it was a zoom. Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh,
And even like
man.
when they switched, like when one drone speed and the other one, you could tell that they had to go back and they just switched the drone out, from the live feed. It'd be off like by a few, like 20 seconds or whatever. So I don't know. They just didn't do a good job of that, I didn't think.
Yeah, the helicopters were getting a much better video out
Definitely.
of that.
So what was your takeaway from watching all that, Fred and Brad?
Well, for me, it had me on the edge of my seat the whole time, and my heart was pacing when the rocket took off. I thought, oh my gosh, don't let this thing fail. And with William Shatner on it, that would be very detrimental to the company. And then you don't want that to happen with anybody. But man,
First
that
one that blows
horrible.
up is going to be the end of it.
Yeah, I think with people on board, it's going to hurt them if something like that happens. But no, to go back to your question, man, I think I would highly consider doing that if I had that kind of money laying around. But I don't.
250,000 or something, I think it is.
I thought it was 20 million. I thought I heard 20 million.
Oh, maybe
Wow.
it is. I thought it was a quarter
Maybe
million.
somebody
Maybe the
in the
Russians
chat-
are doing it. I think Russians are doing it for a $250,000, something like that. Somebody's
Yeah.
doing it for a $250,000. But really, I mean, they're not really going to space, though. They're only just going above the line for like 20 seconds and coming back down. I mean, yeah, they're in space, but I mean, are they really astronauts? I don't think they can call themselves astronauts. They're not like
No.
going up there to do any work or, anything
Well, I
like
do
that.
see-
So, I mean, are they really astronauts?
Yeah. And I mean,
Well,
for 10 minutes, yeah, they hit the edge of space, but they were only up there for a couple of minutes when they hit the final point. What do they call that?
Yeah,
Not the
something
aperture.
line or whatever. I can't remember.
Yeah. So they hit
Some
that,
kind of
and then
line.
they start falling again, and that's when you get to zero gravity for about 3 or 4 minutes. I did pull up on Google, and this is just a quick thing I pulled up. 3 passengers are going to the International Space Station next year, and they're paying
Wow.
$55 million each for their seats on a SpaceX rocket.
Whoa,
So
that's a steep ticket.
Now
and
SpaceX
that's
is
from
throwing them down.
that's a company called Axiom Space.
Yeah,
It's space tourism is not Blue Origin's only business, nor its only challenge. But that's what that little comment was saying. I don't see what it cost. I'm looking like what it would cost on the. But anyway, we can move on. I'll keep looking.
Yeah, well, I was just going to read this quote, and I was going to say
10 years, it'll be affordable, maybe. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Maybe our kids can go up
90-year-old. Yeah, the 90-year-old joined Blue Origin's vice president of New Shepard mission and flight operations, Audrey Powers, as well as Dr. Chris Boshizan and Glenn DeVries as they blasted off the airspace. And this blah 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 blah. The mission was successful. It makes Shatner the oldest person there in space. Would you call it? It's space orbital though, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. It's kind of a fine line on space and just hitting the edge of space. I don't know. I don't feel like they should name them astronauts, but you know, I guess that's what you do once you hit a certain elevation. I mean, they were 65, 66 miles above the surface of the planet.
They were up there.
And,
that wasn't.
yeah.
That looks like the Oliver Demon guy or whatever it is. Though he paid $28 million for his seat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I saw that just now. Yep, 28 million. But he must be rich. He's that young man, right?
Yeah, he was the youngest one.
Yep. So I think Shatner's going to hold that record. I don't think that'll ever be broken again.
You remember Zulu from?
Yeah.
You remember that? Well, he is kind of busting Shatner. So I guess they've had a feud going on for a while, or something. His name is George Takei.
Takai. Yep.
Takai, and I'll go
Star
ahead
Trek.
Yeah, the Star Trek guy. Let's play a little bit of the video or whatever he's saying here.
I haven't seen this yet.
I haven't seen it. Okay, let me see if I can promote it. There we go. Okay.
Or is there any audio?
I can share with audio. Let me back it out and come back in.
Do you think it'll be all right? I don't know. I don't know how.
I don't know, to be honest with you. But is this the video you were talking about, Fred? That
Yes,
he was hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, he was too. You could see him over there in the corner. He's just like
He's looking out the window.
stretched out, and he's just like staring out there. Like at one point, he looked back, and it was just like his eyes were huge.
Look at
And he was
him.
just white as a ghost. Right there, it was.
There it was.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Everybody else
the
is just, circling around, and I don't know if I might have buyer's remorse after I landed for $55 million.
Yeah. 10
You want
minute
your money
ride.
back.
But if you got
Right.
$55 million to drop on that and not hurt you,
Right.
that's what's the difference?
Yeah.
Well, that 55 million that I was speaking of earlier was going to the space station, so that's going to be a little bit different.
Well,
The
it's still
international
$28
space.
million. What's the difference? I mean, you got 28.
Yeah,
you
that's
got
true.
55.
That's true. It's still for us. Yeah, that's a.
People shouldn't be allowed to have that much money.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you want to hear a quote from George? He says, all right, he's boldly going where other people have gone before. He's a guinea pig, 90 years old, and it's important to find out what happened. And then he says, so the 90 years old is going to show a great deal more of the wear and tear on the human body, so he'll be a good specimen to study, although he's not the most fittest specimen of 90 years old, so he'll be a specimen that's unfit. Oh man, he just dug in there, didn't he?
He must not care for Shatner too
They
much.
don't. I think they've had like an ongoing feud for about 20 years. Oh man. Yeah, so if you had the money, would you guys go? Who would go? Tell me. Drop the cat. Would you go? If you had the money to blow?
I don't know if I'd go. I mean, I'd have to have 10 times that amount of money to be able to say, hey, I can pay 20 million or 55 million to go up there. I would love to take a rocket ride up there, and just because I'm at the age I'm at now, if something happened and I didn't come back, I mean, I don't want to die, but it's not like I'm a young man anymore. So, but I think I would do it if I had, let's just say I had a $200 million or something, and it was 55 to go up, and I'm 57 years old like I am now. Yeah, I'd think about it. It'd be hard. That'd be a quarter of the money. I guess it just depends on the situation and
If I had
what's
double
going
it,
on
I'd
in your
do it.
life.
If I had
I would
double
love
that, I would do it. If I had
Yeah.
double that in the bank, I would do it. Why not?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
You
would.
can't
too.
live
I
off
would.
the other 55 million for
You don't
got
deserve
busy.
to have it.
Right.
I agreed. So here's one news little clip that you found, Fred. I'll go ahead and share. You found this clip about a paraglider being caught.
Yeah, he was up.
Ooh.
This was up my way. This is actually on my local news. Altamont is maybe an hour away. Yeah, the guy
So
was
Wow.
paragliding, and I guess when he come down, he caught some power lines.
he was on
Man,
County Road 156 near Indian Ladder Farms.
he's lucky he didn't cross some lines and electrocute the hell out of himself.
I think it took him a couple of hours to get him down too. It wasn't like a quick ordeal. He was up there a little
Wow.
while.
He said this guy does a lot. He hit the high tension line. He came off the mountain and was going around. He does it a lot, said New Salem Fire Chief. Does he hit the power lines a lot, or does he paraglide a lot? He's been here. He's just been here for years, and he should know better. He's scolding him. There's a picture of him. Can we make it bigger?
He's lucky he didn't kill him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I guarantee he gets a fine too, because they had to shut
that's a
like, all the
better
power
picture.
down and all that stuff. You could see his parachute,
Yeah.
this thing way down at the other end.
And
The
he said that-
parachute. I was going to say the
look at-
parachute catches a little wind, could jerk him down into the lines or off of them or something.
Yeah, they
and
cut
you-
that thing to pieces too when they took it off.
and they had a good time doing it. I mean, because you can see the shroud of the propeller.
Oh yeah, they chopped it all.
It
off.
lay. They lay.
Yeah.
It's laying across two lines. It's not like it's has polarity like we do on our quads, right? But
Yeah.
it's still.
So
Any other
so
thoughts?
Fred, he ended up being okay. I guess he was okay after
Yeah,
all
he
that.
was
right?
okay. Yeah.
Well, that's good. We can laugh about it as long as he's okay.
Yeah.
He won't be doing no paragliding anytime soon,
No.
unless he's got another one. He won't be flying that one though.
Hey, so we're getting to be about half of the show. I don't know if you want to move on to the next subject, Al,
do.
Fred.
Mhm.
Okay.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Do you want to move into the Zino Mini Pro?
Oh, sure. I mean, unfortunately, I'm the only one that has it, but is it any good? Yeah, the camera is fabulous. I'm surprised. I was telling Fred the camera is the quality of the Skydio camera. So that's saying a lot for that little camera. It's actually pretty good, guys. Actually, I really like it. Man, I'm telling you, I was surprising how well that camera works. And while Brad just steps away for a minute here,
As long as the pros outweigh the cons, that's really all that matters in anything.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about it. So would you spend $150 more? Does it cost $150 more than the Mini 2? It's $100 more, isn't it, than the Mini 2?
I think the Mini 2 right now is $488.
And what is
Fly
the,
more.
what is the? Let me look it up. What is the Zino going for in Banggood?
You can get a refurbished Mini 2 for $488 right now. Fly more
488?
package. Yep.
Okay.
Right on Amazon or anywhere really.
So
Yeah, they knocked $100 off them recently.
We got a question in the chat. Dennis Matovich, welcome to the chat, by the way. Does the Zino Pro have the same camera as the Zino 2 Plus?
no, it's a different, it's a better sensor than the Plus. I have the Plus, the 2 Plus. That's the one we flew at Prospect Mountain, remember I flew it back with no FPV at all but it went almost 24,000 feet. Or was
Wow.
it 26,000 feet?
Either way. Wow.
Yeah, it went a freaking long ways. But at about 20,000 feet, my FPV signal became unusable. And returned to home 15,000 feet, or maybe more, 20,000 feet of those did not have FPV coming back. It was just
It was pretty
it was sketchy,
Scary.
man. It was sketchy. It was sketchy as hell.
It did not want to hold your FPV for sure on the way back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Pucker
It's
factor.
a wonder how you made it out
Pucker
that far.
factor went to
honest with
10.
you. It's a wonder how
Yeah.
you made it out that far with it, to be honest with you.
Oh, Banggood's having a sale right now. 21% off on the Zino Mini Pro is $516. All right. So where I was headed with this conversation is front sensors and rear sensors, LED, track mode, waypoints, worth the extra money. What looks like is the same amount of money now. So it's a really good deal because the tracking's not bad. The waypoints is pretty good, but they drive me bananas when my phone doesn't act up. So I think what it's doing is overtaxing my phone. And kudos to Jet Martin, he pointed that out on my video. I think my phone's overtaxed. And so when you go put down the waypoints, the CPU's so busy that it doesn't know that, you're heading, put the waypoint here, or put the point of view here. And it gives me a hard time. It really does. It was really, really, really. I said, did you also lose the drone telemetry or just the FPV? I just lost the FPV, the VTX signal. I had all my telemetry. Let me pull up the video and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull up, share the screen again, and show you this price right here on this puppy. $516 is what it is. Well, that's a pretty good flash deal. So guys, there's definitely $516. It's a good flash deal. So yeah, so you get the better camera, you got a better sensor, you get the front sensors, rear sensors, and bottom sensors. You get an LED, you get waypoints, you get tracking, you get circle beam mode. What else does it have different? I think that's about it.
That's the 64 gig one right there.
It's $4.99 there on Hubson. If you can get them to ship it. It says we'll ship tomorrow, but it's always said that from day one.
Yeah.
Banggood probably has stock.
Banggood's got stock, yeah. All right, so
Hubson, you might wait longer. Actually, I hate to say that, but you might wait longer than getting it from Hubson right now.
Yeah, I think you will, because they're probably meeting the commitment of the distributors first, don't you think, Fred? I mean, that's what
I would imagine. It's hard to say though. Maybe they're caught
up.
I don't know.
Hey, so Marcus is saying Idaho Quadcopter. Welcome to the chat, Marcus. He's saying it's $4.99 on Hubson's website.
Yeah, so $16 more at Banggood, but I think you're gonna get it quicker in Banggood than Hubson, from our experience, right, Fred?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still waiting.
Jeez. Are you really? I didn't know that.
You're still waiting for a free drone.
Yeah.
I gotcha. All right. I'm going to pull up while we're chatting. I'll pull up that video and show you.
Yeah, I'm not buying that one.
You're not buying that one. Okay. I totally get it. Okay. Let me see if I can find.
Sitting out here on the porch, I'm getting attacked by all kinds of little bugs.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
We call
I
them
am.
all jaws down there. You
I'm
can't
in a,
see them, man.
I know I am. I'm in a screened-in porch, but either
Oh,
they
they
were
fly
already
right
in
through
here,
that,
or
man.
they're sneaking in. Yeah, they're eating me up. All good.
No, the no-see-ums? Yeah,
Oh
they're
yeah,
good too.
all
Yeah, they're no
jaws. If you
see.
look at them under a magnifier or microscope, it's just a big jaw with wings. I swear to God.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. You're absolutely right. Oh, so I'm trying to pull this thing up so you guys can see it. Hang on, I got to get the sound. I can't have any sound, 'cause then I can't hear the conversation. Okay, good. Finally. All right. So, Fred, if I back it up a little bit, maybe you can give some context of where we
Maybe.
were, what we were doing. If you don't, I'll totally understand. All right. Share second monitor. All right. Here we go. All right. You recognize this place?
I do. That's Prospect Mountain.
Prospect Mountain.
Wow, nice scenery. I like it.
So we're trying to get to this Long Island down here. That was the goal of the flight. So we're currently approaching 3 kilometers.
And I'll tell you too, when you're standing up there and you're looking at it, not through the camera, it looks like you can spit on it. It really does.
And I was so.
As soon as you get in the lens of that camera, it's freaking.
I had lost
So far
video about 500 meters away, and I was just pushing it on because I had the telemetry. You see, the telemetry is working fine. It knows that it's 31 meters in height, in altitude, and 60. I think I ended up going 6,800 meters. So that's what I'm seeing on my phone, but I'm just. So 22,000 feet. I was wrong. 22,356
Wow.
feet, 4.23 miles. And this is the video that I was seeing for the last kilometer.
So what is their claim to the distance that's supposed to go under ideal conditions?
They claim 8 kilometers on this one.
Okay.
And it would do it with the battery. If you look at the split screen
Right.
here, you can see the drone doing the RTH. And you can see
Yeah.
that NERC released a premiere that day. I love NERC, man. So I love promoting. Look at this catwalk, crab walk on the way back. And look at that video. But it looks
Wow.
so cool with the crab walk in the clouds.
And this is doing it all on its own, huh?
And look how much wind is on the lake.
Wow.
It was windy.
That's a cool video, though. The way it's coming across.
I'm finally patchy FPV signal. You see that on the right hand side, guys?
Oh yeah, there you go.
You see that? I mean, it's totally patchy. But again, that little crab walk back, which is classic Hubs and Zino.
Oh,
I know
definitely.
Marcus and
I think they've done every freaking model has done that.
Yeah, and then I don't know who quadcopter Marcus is asking. Are you going to buy the the Micro 4/8 drone? Oh wow, that would be
4/3, micro 4/3, yeah.
Yeah, that would work. So
Micro 4/3, a good video, a good camera.
So this is the first week in October right here, guys. Fred,
So nothing had really changed yet, right?
Yeah, if Fred, if you could pull up any pictures or videos that you have and share them with us to show us the difference.
I don't really have
see
anything.
Look
You
like
don't have
some of
than
it
what I
was
just put on YouTube.
I gotcha.
Um,
But yeah, that was pretty horrible FPV coming back. I don't understand why I didn't pick it up in the way back because the antennas are actually facing us. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was a pretty decent day that day. We got a little bit of a late start. We should have made it up that mountain earlier because by the time we got to the top, we had 45 minutes to get up to the top and get back down in the car off the mountain before they close the gates.
Oh, risky, very risky, huh? What happens if they close the gates? You're just stuck in there.
You put it in 4-wheel drive out of there.
and I don't know if I could pay $1,300 for anything that says Hubson on it.
Oh my gosh, 1,300.
$1,300. Oh,
Now the
You know
Evolve
that-
2, that's a different story.
Well, $1,300. It sounds like they're proud of that micro four thirds, and whatever other features it's going to be.
The Evolve 2 looked pretty nice. I will say that. Captain Drone has it out right now.
so Marcus,
so-
are you getting one delivered?
I would dare say Marcus is going to get one.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would hope so. You deserve
He'll
to get
answer
one,
send
buddy.
he'll
You've
answer
been
send the
working your
chat
butt
just a
off.
second.
Yeah. Need to catch up. Hey, FSU grad. His 03 is here. Thanks for joining. He's right up the road from you, man, Brad.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know if, I can't pronounce his name. Let's know if they fix the zoom issues on the Mini Pro.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
Akarasho.
Akarasha?
Rasho.
I have not upgraded. I was going to upgrade this morning, the firmware to test that. So I don't know. You can zoom in on the app, but it doesn't reflect that on the recording. So I would venture to say it's kind of similar to a phone that, once you start a recording, you can't zoom in. But if you zoom in and then start videoing on your phone, it keeps that magnification on certain phones, not all phones. I would think it's like that, but I haven't tested it. So I'll give it a try to Akarasho. I'll try it tomorrow. All I have is an 11 o'clock meeting with my financial advisor, and that's it.
It's going to
Are
tell
you
you to
supposed
stop
to-
buying drones?
That's a given.
Or is that your wife
Right.
doing that?
Oh, that too.
Hey, so we're at 7:46. Do we want to move on to the next subject?
Yes, we do.
So it looks like the next thing on the agenda here is DJI and Apple delays after delays. What's going on with that? Anybody got any ideas on that?
Apple's blaming chip shortage for they had to make 10 million less iPhone 13s, I guess.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they're blaming what? Chip shortage?
Chip shortages. Yeah.
Well, they have their own they have their own facilities for chips. They shouldn't have chip shortage,
It's still, they can't get the parts to make them, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, the supply chain is just
Yeah,
so
they
messed
said
up.
supply chain, chip shortage, and there was something else too. But they're
It's
making
probably-
10 million less. They're making 80 million instead of 90 million. So they're still making 80 million, but
Right.
10 million units is quite a lot to lose out on.
Yeah, I agree with that, Marcus. The Zino 2 Plus is a very good product. Just that particular day, it was kind of weird.
Flash to 2022 real quick.
Yeah, man. You name dropping on us again. Akarasho, I think, who was asking the question about the sensor size in the camera? I'll share this real quick.
Yeah, Akarasho.
Akarasho, so this is what the sensor looks like. So it's a lot bigger sensor, man. It's a nice sensor. The camera is fantastic on it. It really is. It really is. So, okay, that's enough of that.
So I guess if that's all we have on the Apple side, what about the DJI side? So there's something to be said about the M3. There's gonna be pushed back.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the word on the street is. Maddie, you're probably going to be able to answer some of those questions more than anybody else. Marcus, what's your thoughts on that? Drop us a comment. Let us all know. Let's see. I received an email from Apple this morning saying that my iPhone 13 Pro Max is on the way. Congratulations.
Nice. So
Yeah.
I still think the M3 is going to be. I think they're going to surprise us. I mean, I think that's going to be coming pretty soon, and because I believe it's in the hands of some of our close drone friends that review these things, and I think they've had it for at least a couple of weeks. That's just my opinion, but I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to hear something about this in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I don't know how long the delay is going to be, but there's definitely got to be a supply chain issue as usual, right? I don't know, man. It's just things are,
Maddie,
I'm excited
Maddie's-
to see it, but it's not something I'm buying. So I mean, I guess
Yeah,
I'll
me
let you know
either.
when it comes out.
Maddie says no to be out on time. They're definitely not Autel. That's funny. Yeah, no, DJI is going to. Yeah, they're definitely going to do a lot better than most folks. But the price point is still, and there's been a lot of speculation on prices, and we're probably pretty close to a lot of those speculations. I'm still saying, the base model is going to be 1699, somewhere in that range, and then you're going to jump up to the next one around $2,400, and then the higher end one is going to be $3,000, $29.99 or more, maybe even upwards of $3,500.
That's a lot of bucks.
You're definitely right there, Mark. It's not that I don't want it. It's just that one's out of my price range.
No, yeah. A lot of folks won't going to want it.
1,500s, I draw the line there. It's more
That's
than
about
that,
the most I've ever paid.
it.
That's I'm with you on that, Fred. I don't think I've ever paid more than $1,500 for a base model drone. Now I do get the Fly More combo kits, which push it over like a couple of times I've went over the $1,500, but that's only because I added batteries and the case and all that.
$1,600, I'll have it for 16. But if it's over 2, I can't do it.
Yeah, Marcus says he's all in for 1,600.
Yeah.
I agree there. I mean, I could swing it up for 100 off my budget.
I hope I'm right about that, because it will still allow the average person, a lot of folks in the chat, to be able to purchase it. And on the hobbyist side, I'm not going to buy it even at 1,600. I don't feel like I have a need, because I'm just a hobbyist. I'm not making any money with it. I still don't have my Part 107. I'm working on it. So that's just my thoughts on my side.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I'll tell you what, if you had that Mavic 3, I think that would be the only drone you'd want to fly. You got your Air 2S now.
But the only thing that comes down, portability is going to come up next, because the M3 is not going to be a portable drone like the Air 2S or the Mini 2 for that matter. So I'm going to keep those in my arsenal no matter what I do. Until it gets, I don't want to have more than 3 drones. I've had as many as 5 DJI drones at once. So I'm kind of trying to limit myself to 3, because I'm just a hobbyist. Now, if I was making money, going back to that again, I'd probably have a lot more in my fleet, or at least better ones.
All right, so I'm going to show you how good the Zino Mini Pro camera is. I'll show you that right now. All right, so this is a power tower of lines, but this is where you need to focus. And this is shot when I was doing the Waypoint video that I just released this week.
James River, Richmond, Virginia.
And look what's there.
Your eagle's back, huh?
Bald eagle.
There used to be 3. Mama kicked them all out. And this camera right here, guys, is the little Mini Pro from Hudson. That Zino Mini Pro. Freaking unbelievable.
Nice. Looks good.
Look at the water. Look at the bird. He's still looking at me, trying to figure out what to do with me. Is he a threat or is he food? Right? But, yeah, I mean, I'm just surprised how well. Now, you must know that I'm shooting only in manual mode. So I'm locking it down to ISO 100. Shutter speed is like 1/800. I'm blowing out the sky, but I don't care, because I want to see the detail on the earth. I don't care about the clouds. I don't care about the sun, but I want to see what's going on below me. So I'm exposing for the ground, not the earth. And I mean, it's really surprising how nice this little freaking camera is. While I was looking at it, I swear, I could not tell you the difference between the DJI product line video and this one until I started looking at the properties and all that. But it's fabulous that we have some competition, not only with how the drone flies and flight characteristics, but also with the camera characteristics.
Looks good. I'm watching it. And I mean, although the sky's blown out, you're right, but in this case, you don't care about that. Everything else looks great.
Yeah, because the focus is definitely not the sky. It's definitely this what's on the earth that makes the difference. Actually, wearing the same vest.
You must like that vest.
I like that vest.
Hey, want to welcome in Dre, Recovery Drone. Thanks for stopping by.
So, what did you think of that little camera, guys? I mean, was it any good?
Looks good. And what's that drone cost?
It's $500 now.
Yeah. So that's not bad. It's not bad.
No.
That's what is that? A 1/1.3?
Yeah, it's a little
One.
bit over an inch.
Yeah.
So it's pretty decent little sucker, man. I'm surprised it does so well. Obviously, there's a lot of things that we all have issues with. One is that you can't set your camera settings until it's hovering or flying, and you can't do any kind of camera settings. That's what I meant to say, until you're up in the air flying, because the VTX is shut down like in pit mode when you're flying, and then it finally turns it on when you're up in the air and it's got enough wind going. But yeah,
I'm sure it's kind of like the fixed wings, as you know, like as you're going out, it gradually increases its power, I believe, as you get further away. Because I know when we're flying long range FPV for the fixed wing, you start out in like 25 or 100, on your VTX, and you just got it set up on a toggle, and you're just switching it, your power as you go.
So you gotta switch
That way
configured on your controller.
That way you're keeping the heat down more than the power consumption.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's probably for power consumption on the drones more than heat, but for fixed wing, you just want to keep the heat down more than anything.
Agreed.
Cool.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think that's how they're doing it.
So I got a lot of questions from that video on the waypoints. Is when you're programming the app, is it, can you move the waypoints? Can you move the point of view once you set it? No, not at this point that I know of. Like I said, I'm updating my app tomorrow and the firmware, and then I'll find out if they've made any changes to it that'll help do that. But in walking to this location, man, I spooked a hawk. He was not happy with me. He was, the whole time he was chirping at me. You mess with me? What are you doing scaring me like that? He was not a happy camper. Oh, man.
Well, I think we got, 3 minutes?
We got 3 minutes. Yep. Okay. So what do you guys want to promote tonight?
I don't have anything, really.
Yeah, the only thing I want to say is I want to thank Captain Ray. He's not in the chat currently as far as I know, but he took some time out on Monday while he was down here in Florida on his monthly trip down to check on his condo and his boat. We happened to run into the same schedule, so I drove down. It's about an hour and a half from here, maybe roughly 100 miles from where I'm at in Palm Bay, Florida, visiting my aunt right now. So I decided to meet up with him and go out on the boat. I can't stream the video right now out because I'm on a slow Wi-Fi, but I'll put the link in the chat for Ray's video that he put together. Really cool 9-minute video of our day out on the boat. And again, I just want to thank him for taking me out. It was such a great day. And we had breakfast, we had lunch, and he told a lot of stories. He's fun to listen to. He asked me a couple of times if he was boring me, and I was nope, just keep them coming. So he's got plenty of stories. But that's what I'll promote. I'll go ahead and stick that link in the chat if anybody wants to go check it out. That's all I got for today.
That's all you got? All right, so I'll do this real quick. What I'm promoting is the latest video I just released. That is the waypoints with the Zino Mini Pro and how and when to use them. I didn't get to finish the whole video that I wanted to put together. I got part 2 coming up. And part 2 is about once you create your way mission, can you change some of these parameters with the latest firmware out there? And also, how will you use it and how easy it is to use? So it's a good little drone, guys. We just need to put it through the paces, see if it's worth keeping it or selling it. So that's what I'm promoting. And the last thing that I'm going to promote is, how about this look? Oh my gosh, we're up close and personal.
A little too narrow. I've only got a window.
You better clean your face before you do get that one.
Not that there's a whole lot over here to look at.
I got a lot of fixed wing stuff coming up here soon.
Oh, good.
Damn close to start to put them out. So.
Good.
Hey, so
good.
Al, next time you decide to go up there to see Fred on like just a weekend, let me know. I wouldn't mind hopping the ride with you, or we'd go up there and hang out before we get a lot of snow up there. Sorry, Fred.
Yeah. I'll be coming south.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
come on down.
Also, some of the things we definitely need to promote is spin up, right? You and I are going to be driving down there, so if anybody wants to meet us along the way, we're leaving from Richmond, Virginia, going through Tennessee, and from Tennessee then headed down to Alabama, right?
Louisiana.
Louisiana, and then from the Louisiana we're going to Austin. So we're going to stop overnight in Jackson, Tennessee. And then the second night will be in Louisiana at Johnny's place.
Yep, Hammond, Louisiana.
Louisiana. And then from there we pick up along the way we'll pick up Chris Hope, right? Or he's going to meet us in Austin, right?
We're going to meet in Austin, yeah.
Yeah, we'll meet Chris Hope in Austin, and then hopefully we'll be able to put a live stream together while we're traveling. It'll probably be random as heck. Like here's Fred and I and Brad driving through Nashville, Tennessee.
I'm flying. I'll meet you guys there. I'll be there in 4.5, 5 hours.
Yeah, no, a lot shorter than our 22-hour journey.
Yeah, well, we'll be flying along the way and drinking along the way.
Actually, it only cost me $19 for a plane ticket to fly out there.
Wow, you had a lot of points.
Yeah, I did. I had a lot with Southwest.
Nice.
Well, I was going to fly to Florida during COVID twice, and I had to cancel both times. So it's like I had like $500 in credit.
Extra money, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they just give you credit. They don't give you. They keep your money. They're like, Banggood or something, or Amazon.
So somebody bought this island. They bought this island right here. And this is Airbnb, or you can book it through Airbnb.
Where's this at, Al?
Right in the middle of the Mayo Bridge right here.
I didn't know. Right in Richmond, damn.
Right, and this wave right here, see that rock on the left? That rock right there creates a wave, and they call it seldom seen, because the river must be 20 feet or higher for the kayakers to get on it. And when it's 20 feet or higher, oh my gosh, the logs are as big as your freaking bus going down, or trees getting washed out. They're huge, and you can see them they get stacked up in the islands. You can see the islands just get stacked.
Hey, so we're slowly losing people. Just want to say thanks for everybody for stopping by in the chat. We appreciate you. Please come back again next week. We'll do this again next Thursday, 7:00 p.m. to 8:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which we're still in Daylight Time. We'll be changing time here in the next couple of weeks, I think. Oh, it's a weekend of spin up actually while we're in Austin, Texas.
Oh my gosh, complicate things even more.
Yeah, that's coming up fast, ain't it?
It is very fast. So I think folks are heading on over. Ken Herron's show has already started, and I'll probably be over there once I move all my stuff out of this makeshift studio. But good to see both you guys, Fred, Al, and everybody in the chat.
Definitely.
Again, thanks a lot for stopping by. We appreciate you. I've said it a couple of times, but thanks.
Hey, Miguel Silver's on the line too. Join us. Thanks for joining, Miguel. Appreciate it, buddy. All right. We appreciate you guys' time joining us, and we want to respect your time. We're a little bit over. So, with that said, we'll see you in the next show.
All right.
Later.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Peace,
Take care.
love, and all that stuff. We're out of here.
Yep. Fly safe, everybody. See you.